based Arnold. What? Goes on The View, says it was his idea. He and Whoopi were hanging out at Planet Hollywood, and he said, I have to be on your show. She said, oh, come on, it'll be a great time.
But it's great to be back here again.
Oh,
it's great. I mean, you know how this came about. Whoopi and I, we go to a Planet Hollywood opening. We were, of course, having a good time because we're good friends and we always had so much fun together. And then I said to her, you know, I miss being on your show. I say, when I promote Fuba #2, I'm going to come on your show. She didn't even ask me if I want to come, right? I said, I have to be on your show. And she says, oh, please, come back. And here we are.
So he gets there. He's talking about how happy he is to be there. He's smiling, and then he gets ambushed, and he almost instantly confirms something we always knew.
We will get to your new show, but I do want to ask you a little bit of politics.
What is this, schnapps?
Oh, looks like you got my cup.
I didn't know you guys are drinking alcohol here.
I wish, and maybe you have my cup. Arnold, don't you know you're not supposed to talk about it? This is the kind of stuff that makes Greg Gutfeld's nippies like rock hard.
Shocking new video show the moment a Royal Caribbean cruise ship got stuck in a 45-degree angle. The captain was able to right the ship, however, by asking one of the passengers to stand on the other side.
So anyways, the question was about protests related to Trump's immigration policy and potentially arresting Gavin Newsom, and if he was still the governor, then what would he do? Now, his answers were slightly disappointing to them, but they tucked in, they rolled with it, just like, okay, I can work with this.
As the former governor of California, my home state, California's been in the headlines. Obviously, there have been these huge protests of President Trump's immigration policies. He threatened to potentially arrest Gavin Newsom if he didn't comply. If you were governor right now of California, how would you be handling the ongoing crisis that the state's facing?
Well, I think the most important thing is when you are in a leadership position like that, is that you are inclusive and that you work together with everybody. And so it means that you have to work together with local government, the state government, and the federal government. They have to work together rather than fighting each other. Fighting each other's agendas and all of that stuff, that doesn't do good to anybody. And so that's number one. Number two, the most important.
So look at these faces. You can tell they're barely hanging on to their seat like, what? The state needs to work with federal? Come on, man, say something bad about Trump. And then Joy looks like she smelled something just rotten. So then he goes on to immigration reform and says just all the things they do not want him to say. If immigration is reformed, then we know who's here, and we get rid of all the criminals, and we wouldn't be in the mess that we're in.
So This is the bottom line, because then we would know who is here. We will be able to get rid of the criminal elements that are here and all of this stuff, so we wouldn't be in a mess that we're in right now. So this is my way of saying always, Democrats and Republicans have to come together and solve this issue if they really want to be public servants. If they want to be party servants and be party hacks and be tied to their ideology, then it won't happen.
I'm counting this blink as body language because it's right on cue with party hacks, and she knows she's a party hack.
If they want to be party servants and be party hacks and be tied to their...
So anyways, after he talks for like 30 seconds or so, he gets interrupted by Joy, who just can't help herself.
If you're a public servant, that's what you're supposed to do.
You know,
so that's what I would do if I'm governor.
Yes. But you were governor already.
I was.
You can't do it again.
I'm not governor anymore.
But you are. But you know, as an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
You're an immigrant card. She basically wants him to simp for immigrants. You must feel bad for all these illegals, so all right, man, do some damage.
I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know, so you got to do things legal.
So now look at all this body language. These guys are now coming unglued. They're all fidgety, even Whoopi, who's the reason he's here. Sonny tries to interrupt him, and he just steamrolls right past it, man. I love it.
It's the important thing, you know, so you got to do things legal. And those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest. And you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Arnold, don't forget, there's 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to commit crimes.
And a lot of what's happening right now is people are getting snatched who shouldn't be snatched out of the country, people who have visas, people who have all those things. So we want all the right people. We don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
But they are less likely, immigrants are much less likely to commit crimes in this country than actually American-born citizens.
We heard you the first 3 times. So if Sonny makes one last final ditch attempt, please say something bad about Trump. I need this.
And the other thing I just wanted to say is that Governor Newsom did not ask for the National Guard to come to, the federal government to come to California. There are 9,000 local law enforcement officers in California. Did he really? Every president has to send them.
I mean, look, this is a whole other issue because remember, the National Guard is under the governor's supervision.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, like for instance, when the National Guard was sent to Iraq during the Iraqi War, I was not the one that said, "Oh yeah, go to Iraq." The Bush administration came and said, "We need those people."
They just got smoked by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now look, he's not interested. He's not here to do your dirty politics for you. He wanted to smile and say hi, my old friends. I don't feel like you really understand this guy, and I don't think he appreciated being used for a political pawn. I mean, he's interested in banging the maid. Either way, I can take the day off. Arnold's got this. Because liberal, if you like what I do, please leave a like. They really help. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.
And I won't be back.